All right, let's get going. Today, we're strapping in for a grand tour of our cosmic neighborhood. We're going to be making stops at every single planet, starting from the sun-scorched surface of Mercury and heading all the way out to the coldest, most distant parts of our solar system.
I mean, it's a question we've all asked, right? What would it feel like to stand on another world? What would you actually see? Well, today we're going to find out. Let's dive in and take a look.
Okay, so the first leg of our journey takes us to the inner solar system. These are the four rocky planets, our closest cosmic neighbors. In a way, they're the ones that feel the most real to us.
And first stop, Mercury. It's the absolute speedster of the solar system. Being the closest planet to the sun, it just whips around our star faster than any other planet, a real celestial race car. Now, this is where it gets wild. Look at those temperature swings. Since it has basically no atmosphere, it goes from a freezing minus 180 Celsius at night to a blistering 430 degrees facing the sun. And get this, it spins so slowly that a single day on Mercury is actually 2/3 of its entire year. Just bizarre. Next up, we have a planet that's often called Earth's twin because, well, it's about the same size. But as we're about to see, Venus is way more like our evil twin, a pretty serious cautionary tale. Okay, so here's the crazy part. Even though Venus is farther from the sun than Mercury, it is by far the hottest planet. Why? Well, it's a classic case of a runaway greenhouse effect. Its super thick, toxic atmosphere is like a giant blanket that traps all the heat, roasting the surface at a constant 470 degrees Celsius. Oh, and get this, its day is actually longer than its year. Our third stop, well, it really doesn't need an introduction, does it? This is home. This is our "you are here" sign on the cosmic map, and it's the standard we measure everything else against. And when you look at these numbers, you can see exactly why life is here. We're in that perfect Goldilocks zone. Not too hot, not too cold. These numbers are just, well, they're our normal. That steady 24-hour day and 365-day year create the perfectly balanced conditions that life needs. All right, our final stop in the inner solar system is the one that really seems to capture our imagination more than any other, Mars, the red planet. So check out that rotation period, 24.6 hours. A Martian day, which they call a sol, is incredibly close to an Earth day. That's a huge reason why it's so compelling for us to explore. But don't get me wrong, it's a really harsh place, a cold desert where a year is almost twice as long as ours. And when you put them side by side like this, the comparison is just striking. You've got our vibrant, living world, and then right next door, a cold desert planet that still feels strangely familiar. It's that combination of alien and familiar that makes Mars such a huge focus for human exploration. Okay, everyone, buckle up. For real this time. We are leaving the little rocky planets behind us, crossing the asteroid belt, and heading into the realm of the giants. And out here, everything is on a completely different scale. And where do we start in the land of giants? With the undisputed king of the whole solar system, Jupiter. I mean, Jupiter is all about extremes. It is so big, you could fit all the other planets inside of it. And its gravity is so powerful, it acts like a cosmic bodyguard, protecting us here in the inner solar system. But despite being so massive, it has the shortest day of any planet, spinning around in just 10 hours. A year, on the other hand, takes almost 12 Earth years. Moving on out, we arrive at what might be the most beautiful planet of them all, the jewel of the solar system, the one with the incredible rings, Saturn. So you're starting to see a pattern here with these giants, right? Just like Jupiter, Saturn spins super fast, with a day that's just a little over 10 hours long. But because it's so much farther out, its orbit is huge. It takes Saturn 29 Earth years to go around the sun just once. Can you imagine waiting almost 30 years for your next birthday? Okay, now we're really getting out there, into the deep, deep cold. We're headed to the first of the two ice giants. This is Uranus, the mysterious planet that's tilted over and spins on its side. At this distance, the numbers just get, well, they're kind of hard to even wrap your head around. We're almost 3 billion kilometers from the sun now. A single year on Uranus takes 84 Earth years. And because of that weird tilt, it has the most extreme seasons you can imagine, with decades of nonstop sunlight followed by decades of total darkness. And here we are. our final destination on this grand tour, the dark, cold, and incredibly windy world of Neptune. This is it. We are officially at the edge of the planetary neighborhood. At 4.5 billion kilometers away, sunlight is super faint and it is unbelievably cold. And would you look at that year? 165 Earth years. No human being has ever lived long enough to see Neptune make one single trip around the sun. So we just took this incredible tour from the craters of Mercury to the winds of Neptune. But how do we know all this stuff? It's not like we've been there ourselves. Well, the answer is our amazing robotic envoys. When it comes to surface exploration, the key is the rover. You can think of it like a robotic geologist. It's basically our eyes and our hands on another world. But they're just one piece of the puzzle. We also use orbiters to map planets from high above and landers to study one spot in a ton of detail. It's all of these working together that gives us the big picture. And what's really cool is that these missions, these robots, they kind of become characters in their own right. I mean, take the twin rovers Spirit and Opportunity that landed on Mars back in 2004. This is how they were introduced to the world. It's a great reminder that these amazing machines are really powered by human passion and curiosity. Wow. From the scorching plains of Mercury to the icy depths of Neptune, our solar system is just an incredible place, full of stunning diversity and unbelievable extremes. A tour like this really reminds you just how precious our own little blue planet is. But it also fills you with wonder about what else is out there, which leaves us with the ultimate question. After seeing all our neighbors, where should we go next?